Many eligible Americans have already received the latest round of stimulus checks, but millions are still waiting for that new round of relief. And on top of that, their IRS tax refund.
The IRS says that nearly 7 million returns have not yet been processed. This is roughly 3 times the total a year ago.
NBC News senior business correspondent Stephanie Ruhle joins us now to help understand what's happening here. So, Steph, what are some of the reasons for these delays?
Good morning, guys. Well, first things first, the IRS, pun intended, is really taxed right now. That is the same agency that's responsible for getting out the stimulus checks. I know, I'm such a nerd. The stimulus checks, remember, that's $1,400 to over 85% of households. So they're doing that right now. And think about the last year. We have had $5.5 trillion of some form of government support because of COVID. And because of that, we've seen huge changes to tax code. That means there's complications, there are questions the IRS is dealing with. And lastly, the IRS, like so many other government agencies, is having a man or woman power issue. Over the last 10 years, they've had an over 14% budget cut. And that means there are thousands and thousands of less positions. So when you talk to tax experts who really know the IRS, they're simply saying they have so much on their plate right now, it's causing a delay. Some are even saying that we might see the tax deadline, April 15th, pushed back again this year, which is what we saw last year.
So, Steph, we know so many people were hanging on for that stimulus check, that $1,400. A lot of people feel the same way about their tax return right now, and they need that money. What can you do if you filed your taxes, but you're still waiting? Any advice?
You should honestly go to the IRS's website. You can do 2 things when you go to irs.gov. First, you can figure out even if you're eligible for the stimulus payments. That's right on the homepage. But you can actually check your status. You can put your personal information in, and you want to make sure you're using a private, secure computer. You're going to type your social security number in, and that way you're going to actually track if and when you're getting that stimulus payment. And then you can go to my favorite tool on the website, which is literally, where's my refund? And again, put your information in and you will be able to figure out when you're getting that money. Unfortunately, many of those millions of people who are waiting are just getting the response, it is processing, but at least they know the government has their taxes and hopefully they'll be getting their returns soon.
And Stephanie, for people who still haven't filed, we're now just under a month from that April 15th deadline. Do you have any advice for them on how quickly they need to get this done? And really, as you mentioned, what are the odds that the deadline could be pushed back this year?
Listen, I don't think anybody should gamble with, will the government push back the deadline? If so, let me roll the dice. You should do everything you can to get yourself organized to file those taxes. Even if you don't have the money right now, you should at least file them. You can go to irs.gov. If you make under a certain threshold, you can actually use their online resources for free. And you want to get the ball rolling, because if you do not file at all, you're going to have yourself in a position where you're facing fines. And if you're stressed about not being able to cover your taxes now, imagine if you wait a while and you're paying fines on top of that.
Then you'll be taxed. So it's all just
ha, ha, ha.
Stephanie,
nerds,
as always.
Nerds.
We all are. Stephanie, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
Stephanie, we love when you're here. Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.